A very good morning to one and all. I am myself Dr. Avinash Kumar Addoju, consultant neurophysician, neurologist at Sri Universal Neuro Center, Karmangat, Hyderabad. Today we will get to know about stroke. What is stroke? Stroke is defined as sudden onset of decreased blood supply to the brain, which results in reduced oxygen supply and results in ultimately damaging that part of the brain. So stroke can be either ischemic stroke or hemorrhagic stroke. What do you mean by ischemic stroke? Ischemic stroke is called when the blood vessel to the pertaining brain is occluded by any fibrofatty plaque, then it is called as ischemic stroke. When it is called as hemorrhagic stroke is usually called when the blood vessel is ruptured and blood seepages and it accumulates in the brain parenchyma, then it is called as hemorrhagic stroke. Ischemic stroke can be caused commonly due to many of the modifiable risk factors. What are the modifiable risk factors which we know? If the person is having uncontrolled diabetes, uncontrolled sugars, that is a risk factor. If the person is having uncontrolled blood pressure, that is uncontrolled hypertension, then that is also a modifiable risk factor. If the person is very obese, which is if the person is beyond his body mass index, if he is having BMI more than 25 or more than 30, that is also a risk factor. And if the person is taking or is already on oral contraceptive pills, or the person is having very decreased levels of serum folic acid levels, or if the person is having very high homocysteine levels, these all are modifiable risk factors for ischemic stroke. Now, what are the risk factors for hemorrhagic stroke? Hemorrhagic stroke can be very much due to uncontrolled hypertension, usually seen due to uncontrolled hypertension. Now, what are the symptoms of ischemic stroke? Ischemic stroke can be usually identified with the acronym BFAST. So what is BFAST? BFAST can be usually remembered. B stands for sudden loss of balance. If the person is not able to balance himself, then that can be an initial symptom of stroke. What does E stands for? E stands for sudden loss of vision in one or both the eyes. Then F stands for facial drooping. If there is any asymmetry in the face, that is also a symptom. That can also be considered an acute symptom of stroke. What is A? A stands for if the person is having any abnormal drifting of the arm, or he is not able to drift both the arms at the equal position, then that can also be considered as symptom of stroke. And what is S? S stands for any speech disturbance or any slurred speech. Then what does T stands for? T stands for time, where T depicts time is brain, and we have to react fast, and we have to be fast because every second millions of neurons they get to die if we don't intervene as early as possible, because the time window period for ischemic stroke now considered to be within 3 to 4.5 hours is considered as golden hour. So that why it is considered golden hour? Because we can give a medicine as early as possible if the person contacts the doctor, so that the symptoms get reversed. Now, the best way to prevent the stroke is the controlling of risk factors, like better control of sugars, better control of blood pressure, having more physical activity, doing daily meditation, and controlling the blood pressure, and controlling the body mass index, and controlling the lipid levels. These are the best way to prevent the stroke. And if you are seeing any of the above symptoms, like what we have discussed in acronym, like BFAST, that is loss of sudden balance or loss of vision in one or both the eyes, facial drooping or facial asymmetry, and any arm drifting or any slurred speech, then you have to call an ambulance and meet your doctor. And for further information, you can contact me on 9000000719 or Sri Universal Neuro Center, Karmangat, Hyderabad. Thank you.